Welcome to a new video. Hello guys and welcome to the battle stage day 1. Without any further ado, let's get started with the day 1 of the battle dimension stage 1. As we can see, we're happily standing on our base. This is our base, as you can see. Beautiful looking, right? And this is pretty much every other union available on the map. Wow, they're battling. Alright, so first let's look at the gameplay guidance schedule. We talked about all of that in a previous video. First day, and we have almost 2 days. So the duration is overall close to 3 days. Ranking wise, since you're always interested in that, this is the merit ranking, as you can see. Right, this is players. And it's showing beneath it the union the player comes from. This is the union ranking. Currently, somehow we're ranked number 3, which is fantastic. Ranking rewards. In a previous video, I talked about the ranking rewards. This is the union ranking rewards. So pretty much everyone in the union will get it. Now I understand it more. And this is the individual ranking rewards. What's the good thing about this? You're gonna get both. Gonna get the union ranking and the individual ranking rewards. As you can see, we're currently here and here individuals. We have 2 players here and 3 from another union. Now, aside from the ranking rewards, you can click on the map icon and you can see the entire map pretty much. What has which union invaded where they stand, and where is the sanctuaries available to be captured. There's also the lovely chat. It's an inside chat-ish, but at the same time it's connected to the union. They just added the icon that brings up pretty much the chat for the union here. Now, aside from all of that beautiful looking things, you can click on my team. If you remember in the gameplay guide, right? It talked about the 6 teams, different lineups, availability of attack charge and reinforcement charge. So let's build up our team. But first, let's read what they wrote here. It's pretty much what I wrote, what I read before in the guide. We need to click on edit. Then we need to select our heroes to deploy them to build up the first team. Now for the first team, let's go with the single attack ship. Right, I'm gonna build up the first team and come back exactly after that. Okay, so that will be our first team. Now we would save the lineup. As you can see, we can see the overall power of the team. We can see the division 28 base, which I have no idea what that means. Then we're gonna build the second team and I'll be right back after building it. And that would be our second team build up. Now for team number 3, you pretty much just need to click on the hero and it will go in the ascending order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do another selection and get back to you. And that would be the next team in terms of building. Next. So that is team 1, team 2, team 3. Now time for team 4. Team 4 has been built. Time for the next one. And you pretty much get the idea. I'll build the remaining 2 teams. Okay, we now have our 6 teams built, ready, and now it's time to go to the battlefield. Right, aside from the clicking on the record, which pretty much will show you the union records in the attacks that were done on the union, you'll be able to see defense successful, defense failed. Let's click on one of these icons and see. That's a player attacking the fortress and a player defending it. Then there is the individual record, which is still not showing. Let's have a look at the union buff. Lunar Blessing, Astral Blessing, Void Blessing, Solar Blessing. It's a duration. Buffs cannot be stacked, but activating the same buff will reset its duration. Right, so these buffs will help the base, I guess. Okay, if we click on the base, we can see the different players currently in it. 1 out of 12, 2 out of 12, because we're not all in the same base, I believe. Probably. Right. Okay. Let's try to go at one of the fortresses. And pretty much we need to take over one of them. We can try at least. Right, as you can see, we've expanded in taking a number of them. The ones that have C7 fortress, etc, etc. Right? And I guess players can move by selecting one of their teams to defend it. Okay, it's making a little bit of sense now. But that's not exactly what I want. What I want is to go after one of the fortresses. So clicking on it should show the players in it. And then clicking on the player can only attack an adjacent fortress. Okay, so what we can understand from this, it needs to be a fortress that's adjacent that you can reach by clicking on it, right? Yes, now it is showing, but that's actually, yeah, okay. Yeah, it needs to be an adjacent fortress looking close or opposite from where you are. So I'm currently at the base, right? I'm here. So the adjacent one would be this one, and would be this one, and this one in terms of attacking. And then I can move to the next fortress and then attack this one, and this one. So it needs to be in the adjacent direction and close by. Okay, I understand. Let's try to go at this guy and let's select team 1. And yeah, we can do multiple teams, so it's gonna be multiple rounds, which looks good. I'll select team 1, team 4, and team 3. I'm gonna leave team 2. Then clicking on attack pretty much brings me to the fortress. We're at fortress C8 fortress, and then the battle has begun. And after winning, I guess you can take over his place. Okay, and then you can click on garrison. Garrison bonus union points, defender team bonus +5, harvest. So you get points in staying in the same place. My team's income 10 merit. Those points are actually what's gonna help with the ranking. Okay, when launching an attack, a random team will be selected from all defenders. Pretty much when you're being attacked, a random team will be selected to defend you, pretty much. Okay. And currently, as we are here, is there any other players available? No. Okay, if I click on move, and then let's select one of the teams. I'm guessing you can leave one of your teams in a fortress you defeated all its players to defend it, so it's not taken over by another union. Okay, let's leave team 5 here, I'm guessing. Yeah, you can pretty much extract one of your 6 teams build up and leave them in the fortress to defend it. Okay, so if I click on move, it should show the entire team and I can relocate another. This team is already in the current fortress. So by going to another fortress and then selecting, I can move one of the 6 teams. Okay. So pretty much there's a battling going on here, which I really don't see any of another union. Everyone is attacking somewhere, right? Okay, let's move into another one. And they're currently in healing. Means they have the ability, the heroes have the ability here by being in the sanctuary and other things to heal from battle damage. So pretty much there is no need for healing, and they have a limited amount of time to attack, limited amount of times that they can attack. The attack charges are going to be used to attack, so pretty much you can attack only 3 times by one team. So team 1 has 2 attacking for players remaining. Okay, let's exit from here. Currently here, so let's go at this one. Yeah, it has more players. Can only attack an adjacent fortress. Yeah, it's not adjacent, it's too far. It should be this one because it's the nearest, or this one because it's also the nearest. But I guess, can we attack it directly? I guess we can. Let's select a number of teams. Battle victory, harvest, points income, current merits. There were no defenders. You have occupied the fortress directly. Yeah, pretty much was wondering. There is no one in it. So pretty much a number of my teams are out. They're taking places here. So this has been taken over by us. This has also been taken over. We're doing actually great. Our union is expanding good. The Solar Guard, plus 10 attack for all deployed heroes. Okay, we already have the Sanctuary, cannot continue attacking as the buff has been activated. Alright, so by taking different Sanctuary, you can actually gain the buff when you battle another player for the fortress to take it over. And then there is of course the bonuses of HP and recovery, etc., which all benefits you. Okay, so we've taken over a number of the fortresses. The Astral Fortress, the Sanctuary, provides additional attributes to Union, buff bonus plus 10 Sunder for all deployed heroes. Alright, so think of it as buffs in form of a Sanctuary you can take over, and it will add to your heroes when you go and battle another Union. And to take over, you pretty much need to defeat all the players there, move one of your teams here, and you've taken over the fortress. Okay, let's try to see, are we in the proximity to take this or not? I think we are. Okay, let's select team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4, team 5. Attack. Oof. 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 We failed. It was too strong. Okay, so from what we can see, you can get defeated and beaten badly, which is normal. There's also the S1 fortress, which will open after a number of days. So pretty much battling here is very much expanded, and a number of unions and players in the unions are on the map. Okay, I understand. So we're trying to expand adjacently towards different fortresses where there are other unions that want to take it over. We need to battle in the fortress the other union. If we win, we can take over the fortress itself and benefit from its position in moving across the map, and at the same time there can be bonuses gained. As you can see, the point income and the current merits increase, and we need to defend every single opponent here in the fortress to take it over, and then we can the team can only move to a captured fortress. Move. I believe we already captured this one, so this is now ours, which is good. Let's move to the next one. I am DOS. Time to go and battle you, my friend. And we're gonna pretty much shove. The team cannot be used anymore. Team 1, it battled enough, sufficient number of times, and kinda got beaten and lost a part of our merit points and stuff. Okay, let's look at the record. Attack failed. Attack failed. Attack failed. It's not looking good. Let's see. As we can see, I got beaten here. This one was a success. Individual records. We have the defeats and we have the victory amounts and the battles themselves, right? And we can also observe the fortresses that have been taken over and pretty much view the entire map. The coloring you see actually helps in knowing which is your union, how much merit points are you generating, and how many fortresses you have captured. A lot of details to pile up in a small screen. Pretty much, if you're looking at the map on the below area, right, there is a number of colors. I'm in the union that has the blue colors. Sorry about that. You see those blue icons, red and green? This identifies the union and how much fortresses it has taken. So, Saluma is the yellow one, or the orange looking one. The red one is All Stars, Uria is the blue, Union, Brazil is the green one on the map below. Captured, it's pretty much the same amount of icons of the fortresses you can see, right? And then you can see the points. So pretty much we're not doing that much great because we only have 7 in comparison to 12, 8 and 9. We're at the last position. Then we have, if you click on quick positioning, it will return you to exactly the headquarters, the base. The battlefield brief will show the heroes, which player battled who and who won in the battle. It's a briefing of all the battles that the union members have done, as you can see, showing every single player who battled another union player and who won in the battle. It's a battle briefing. Perfect. Now if we go to the battlefield rewards, the good stuff, I'm still trying to comprehend everything because it has so much details. It has individual rewards, as you can see, for doing a set of actions. Claim 100 victories from attacking fortresses, 200 for 100, earn 1,000 union points, blah 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 blah. Launch 20 attacks in total, launch 30 attacks in total. So pretty much these are all the rewards you can gain from the battlefield of battling and gaining merit points. There's also the limited quests, which is part of what I'm excited to actually see. Capture the treasure fortress, fight for dimensional treasure. Dimensional treasure will appear on the battlefield at a fixed point in time. Before it disappears, you'll be given a countdown. 2 random fortresses on the battlefield will be selected to receive the dimensional treasure. At the end of the countdown, the union occupying the selected fortress will receive the dimensional treasure reward. Change in ownership of the selected fortresses will not affect the countdown. When there are multiple battles in the selected fortress, battle queue mode will be enabled. Battles and movement will be in sequence to ensure fair competition. At the end of the countdown, a 30-minute settlement stage for the dimensional treasure will begin, etc, etc. What that pretty much means, the treasure will show randomly on 2 fortresses-ish on the map, right? You need to occupy the fortress holding the treasure, keep it until the countdown ends. If you do that, you'll gain the reward of the Capture the Treasure Fortress, which is 15 of those lovely new gems that can be used to increase your hero's power. Fortress Breakout Rally. The quest will appear on the battlefield at a fixed point in time. When it is triggered, players must capture the target fortress within the required time to complete the quest and receive the reward. That's pretty much this one. It's pretty much that one. You see this one? Yeah, cannot attack this fortress. The S1 fortress is the one I'm currently talking about. I believe. Fortress Breakdown. You need to actually go there, capture it, etc., etc. And you have a limited time to do that. Now, the next one is Summon the Dimensional Juggernaut, which will be at the end of the event. At the end of each season, each union can summon a Dimensional Juggernaut, defeat it to obtain the lovely rewards, and the Dimensional Juggernaut will be defeated once the progress reaches the required stage. It's pretty much at a bar that you keep increasing by doing damage and battling the Juggernaut and doing challenges, I guess. Challenging him pretty much. When it reaches a specific amount of damage, it will be fulfilled. A different hero will receive bonus attributes in the battle against the Dimensional Juggernaut each season. So pretty much there will be a hero who gets a specific buff during each season for the Dimensional Juggernaut. He will remain active for 24 hours and then he'll disappear, so you need to do the damage needed during the 24 hours. Good stuff, random gem, 700 alloy, union coins, and diamond. And pretty much, if we're talking about rewards, it's so much rewards. Union buffs, we currently have these ones. Chat-wise, you can at least see what fortresses were captured, and I captured one, and the pop-up can show, and it shows which player captured what fortress, and as you can see, everyone is shredding everyone on the battlefield. See that? Wow, they still have so many players jammed in there that are strong, protecting their fortress so the main base isn't attacked. This is our base. Ish. And it's extensive. It has a lot of details. And pretty much from what I can see, Saluma is attacking every single player over the entire map, burning it with burning it with the orange color of expansion, and pretty much no one is able to keep their fortresses from any of the unions. Who keeps capturing different fortresses? Yeah, Saluma. Yeah, they're pretty much capturing as much fortresses as possible, which is interesting. Alright, I think for the initial point, now we've entered into the ranking. Fantastic. I guess for the initial point of looking at the new event of day 1 of battling and the different details you'll need to understand, you kinda can grasp overall how it's going and what you need to do. I hope it's been cleared to a good amount. I'm still new at this. It's the first time actually doing this one. And pretty much after battling, you can see the merit ranking that you will get. Alright. Does the merit ranking make any difference? Yes, because the individual ranking and the individual ranking, will make a difference. How? Let me explain it because it has a lot of details. Look, the merit ranking, you can see that there's a number 21, 22, 30, 39, 50, right? If you go to the ranking rewards, individual ranking rewards, you have the number 1, number 2, number 3, between 4 and 20, 21 and 50, 51 plus. So how you rank individually by merit ranking, I'm at rank 39, right? 39 will fall between 21 and 50. This is an individual ranking reward. This is different from the union ranking rewards. Union ranking rewards, if you maintain the ranking until the end of the season, your entire union will gain this reward. The one at number 3. So that's pretty much what you can see in terms of merit ranking, what it means, and what rewards your gain, individual and union. Now the second point is this exactly, this point. The union ranking, you can see how many points they've been gaining, and it keeps on increasing the merit points. You can think of it, it functions as auto collect of the points. The longer you have the fortresses under your hand and they're not taken from you. So pretty much my union is generating plus 375 merit points per hour. This is its total number of merit points as a union. Soluma, as you can see, 3343 per hour, and so on. Now, aside from it looks like we have jumped into Clash of Clans or another type of strategic game. It looks insane. It's amazing still, but a little bit crazy and insane. One last thing, I think I should end with this video and looking at the attack charges, the reinforcement charges. We got no reinforcement charges. One was used here in terms of healing from what I can see, and we have only one team, I guess, remaining that has 2 battles available for them to battle. Other than this, the entire number of battles has been used. Alright, let's click on one of the fortresses and let's see if we can select. Can only attack an adjacent. I always hate when it gives me that icon. Okay, now let's see. If I select team 1, okay, it's blacked out. It's they're in healing scenario, and only one can be used, even though they're still in healing. And pretty much we only have one team remaining that can battle for 2 more times, and the healing needs to end. Okay, after the healing, can they be used again for more battles? I believe not, because the charge itself that's used for battling has been used. I'll get back to you in the second part of battling, so I can understand that point of what that energy, the charge, that little green icon, will it fill up after healing or not? Also, in the second part, we'll have takeover of the fortress, which is pretty much the quest section inside the event itself, the fortress breakout, the capture the treasure. So there is a couple of things and different parts that this event has all in one. We'll have the fortress treasure fortress showing up and trying to take it, and then the fortress breakdown rally, the S1 fortress, I believe it will be this one, and the final one will be summoning the Juggernaut and battling him. For now, it's pretty much as you can see. As soon as you enter, this is the scenario, this is the situation. There's different sanctuaries that can be taken. You cannot attack a sanctuary that's already under your hand and you're gaining the buff from it. You'll pretty much, I believe, will need to go to another one that's under another union. We're talking about this one, right? And it needs to be adjacent. By adjacent, I kind of understand now how it functions in the game. Wherever you're standing, it's the 2 closest to you. So if you're standing here, right, it should be this one, and the opposite side the same. And that's pretty much how it will function, and it has a very short duration. And you can also go to the forest illustration that shows different details that have nothing to do, from what I can see, except to give you nothing to do with giving that much information, except to give you the merit points if you take over this fortress type, how much per hour. What does it make as a difference? If you take over a fortress as an individual player, aside from it will add to the merit points for your union, you'll get extra merit points and it will increase your individual ranking, which equals you gain more better rewards. One last thing, the gameplay guidance, because it has a lot of different details, you can always open it at any time, understand it, read it, cry some more from the amount of details, and think of it as equivalent to Clash of Clans, Clash of Titans, whatever you think of. Take over the fortress, protect the fortress, keep the fortress, keep expanding, gain points by expanding, use your team to do that. There's a bonus that you gain by more expansion. There's a battlefield rewards, which is just quests. There is also limited quests, 3 of them that will happen, and we'll show that later. You can deploy 6 teams, and they need healing, and they have a limitation in how much they can battle per day. And of course, there is the ranking rewards. There is the union ranking, where you can see here the merit ranking and the individual / union ranking. These are the rewards you'll gain based on that. Merit ranking is your individual ranking, and it will keep changing based on your merit individual ranking. This is the rewards based on the number. Union ranking also, you can pretty much see its rewards here. And from what I can see, the battlefield map only takes 4 unions. We only have 4 unions pretty much on this map, and I think they're still in testing stage. So we have the 4 unions that you can see here, and they will battle each other. Here you can see the highest players, again with the merit points, merit ranking, achievement, character info, merit ranking, etc, etc. We suck. We're not gonna win, I believe. We're not gonna win something high. Aside from that, the union can get different buffs that pretty much will add to your heroes in battling. Alright, I think for the first day of attempt, this is too much information to unpack. For now, we'll have to wait for the healing, and pretty much we'll see you in the second part tomorrow as we attempt to do more in the dimension battles. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope this benefits you in understanding more about the dimensional battle event. Definitely I'll see you in different parts related to it, and they will be shorter. We kind of have fulfilled the explanation, and have a great day ahead, guys.